Hello there, intrepid inquirers. Today, we are going to follow up with your information literacy lessons. So, prior to today, you learned how to come up with a question in order to research the inquiry phase of information. Today, we are going to figure out how to find resources. So, our question that we want to look at is how do I identify possible sources of information and make choices about which information sources to use. Finding the right resources, and that's what's going to help you get quality information for your research. So, to curate means select, organize, or present information. And today, we're going to be focusing on the think piece of that. We've got to identify possible sources of information for your research project, and we've got to make critical choices about what information sources to use because not all information is equal. So, the first part that you're going to want to learn is how to get the information that you need by searching efficiently. And that comes down to using the correct keywords and Boolean operators. I know it's a crazy sounding word, but Boolean operators mean adding and, or not, and that can help you get the information that you need and then filter out information that you don't. So, what I'd like for you guys to do is watch these two videos on how to properly use keywords and combine those with using Boolean operators so that when you get to your searches, you're going to be able to search quickly, efficiently, and get the information that's best for your project. After you do that, how do you stay safe on the internet? As a kid, you really need to make sure that you're one, safe, and two, getting information that you can actually read that was written for kids, not for adults. So you've got this is a suggestion for a really great safe search engine called Kittle. And when you search in Kittle, it's going to give you a bunch of different websites that you could use. Here I've put together a few resources that are not search engines, but they are sites that have a lot of content for kids, Duxter's Time and Time for Kids, and so that you know that you're able to read the information that you're going to get. After you've found out what you want to do and the sources that you want to look at, you've got to evaluate those sources and figure out, is this a good source? Or is this not the right source? And that doesn't matter if you're going to use a website, a library catalog, or a library database. The searching is exactly the same. The keywords and the Boolean operators, you're going to use those for our library catalog and for databases as well to find other print resources. So, not all sources are the same. You have to think about what is the purpose of this source. And so, this video is going to help you determine what types of sources, whether it's print or online, are going to be best for you. Over here, we've got an evaluating websites flowchart. That's an easy, quick infographic to show you guys how that you can see if the website might be good for you or not. And then you can try it. So here, you're going to go to lessons 1 through 3 on this website. Now be careful, there's a lot of other broken links, but these should be fine. Take a look at some of the websites and some of the material and try to evaluate if it's credible or useful or not. In this tab, you can practice using your new search skills. So here it's given you some questions to practice answering. So you're going to fine tune those search skills using keywords and Boolean operators to get the answers. This also gives you another search site called Fact Monster that's geared towards kids. But guys, the website is not the only place, nor should it be the first place and only place that you're getting information. You need to look at books and print resources. Books and print resources have to be vetted for accuracy. And so it's really going to be a great place for you to find information in addition to finding information on the internet. So here we need to talk about primary and secondary sources. And so that you can know the difference and find out which information sources are going to give you the best results. And here, information sources that you can go to. The first one that you can go to is searching our library and our databases. And then you also want to look at our local library for Harris County. So you need to be able to use those keywords and those Boolean operators to find books that you may need. And lastly, you've got a source evaluation checklist. You can use this as a tool to print out and see, is this the right thing for you? Now, when you guys are looking at evaluating information sources, this is going to tell you how to look at, is it the right, is it a maybe, or is it a no? Because sometimes you find things that are very interesting, but they're not going to help you with your research project. So I hope that this helps you guys when we get to the looking for information portion of research. Coming up next, we're going to learn how to take that information and start to make notes and gather the information for your project. Good luck.